another thing that I've been doing while I'm driving, I don't know why I'm thinking of all these things while I'm driving, but another thing that ended up crossing my mind is how much do people judge themselves? Like, I've kind of noticed, because I interact with a shitload of people in a day, and I chat and I conversate on all social platforms with a lot of people in a day, and I've had this tendency of noticing, some people I feel for it. Not even some, let me not say some people, but I feel like there's a huge level of judgment on their part, or judging other people. And I feel that I necessarily don't judge myself. I don't judge myself anymore. I genuinely don't judge myself anymore, so I can't judge somebody else. So everything that I do is in my lane, everything that I do is in my eyes, and everything that I do is catered to what I want. So I don't feel like, judging other people, or, thinking about this and that about other people necessarily gives a shit.
I don't think I agree fully with this quote, as it says, ignore people's judgment. I get what it's trying to say, but the thing with me and judgment is, I feel judgment is always taken negative, in a negative way. Judgment is always when something is said about either yourself or about someone else or about something, the bad side of it. I feel like judgment goes both ways, which is good. There's good judgment and there's bad judgment. So I feel like judgment, in general, it's put with the negative side of things, whereby stop judging other people, meaning either stop talking about other people in a bad way, because you don't know their struggles and all of that. But yet we can always say, yes, look at that person, look at how he's dressed, he's probably sophisticated. Oh, look at how upright his back and how tall he stands. That guy is most probably so confident about. For me, that is also judgment. It might be a good thing that you are saying about that person, but you're still judging them based on either how they're standing, based on either how they're wearing, or how they are looking. You are still judging them. It's just that it's in a good space in which you are doing it, but yet I feel like it's still judgment. So ignoring people's, or ignoring judgment, or people's judgment, for me, man, I don't think it's a thing to do. Some judgments can either bulk you. Like, I know there's been negative judgments towards me, and some of it I've used to actually make me a better person. I've used to make whatever it is that I do better, or myself better. So judgment is not necessarily a bad thing. We all do it. I feel like we all do it. The moment you start having thoughts about someone that you haven't even spoken to, about how they are, you meet someone drunk, already you're thinking, hey, this guy is probably a drunkard, or this guy is probably going to mess our time up. But you haven't even spoken to that person. That's judgment in a negative way. But a guy with a proper suit, a guy with a nice car, a guy that shows you that, hey, that is my house, which is a nice, big, beautiful house, you have another different judgment about that person. So I feel like judgment is something that you're gonna do, something that I do. I think it's in human nature to judge. Maybe other people, they put judgment in another word, in terms of when it's positive, not necessarily saying like, hey, don't stop judging that person, because you usually hear that when it's mostly a negative thing. So I don't agree really with this quote. You can filter always what you need to hear, what you want to hear. People always talk. That's what I always say. People will always talk, and you will not stop it. You cannot really do anything about it. It's there. It's something that's going to happen. Whether they're talking about you, whether you're doing a good thing or a bad thing, they want to talk. You can be quiet. quiet people are gonna talk about you. You can be the most quiet person in the room, they wanna talk about you. You can be the most talkative, they're gonna talk about you. You can be the most intelligent, they're gonna talk about you. You can be the richest, they're gonna talk about you. You can be the poorest, they're gonna talk about you. So just learn how to filter the judgment. Learn how to make it work for you. That's what I feel, that's what I do, that's my opinion. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this.